So today we have one of India's best leading amateur long distance runners in the form of Thomas Bobby Phillip with us. He has had an excellent year, starting right from TCS 10K 2016, and very recently in Mumbai, he accomplished what very few people at his age has done from India, a sub 3 full marathon. Welcome, Bobby,
Thank you.
to this conversation. The next few minutes, what we would be doing is trying to get into the mind of Bobby as to what he has been doing in the last 1 year, not just from the running perspective, but we'll also touch upon other aspects like nutrition, strength and conditioning, and a few things like how you go about your recovery, schedules, etc.
Reveal all my secrets out.
Hopefully not, because I'm sure that the way you have been doing in the last 3-4 years, you always have something up your sleeve. Just to put things in perspective, the last year has been fabulous. You had a great run in TCS 10K with almost 37 minutes 10K. You had a fabulous Airtel Delhi half marathon with a sub 120 finish, going down to 118, and obviously finishing off with a 2 hour 58 full marathon. How has the year been for you?
Surprisingly, it's been really amazing. So I'm always at a level which is quite fast, and I always have a feeling that to go faster than that is really, it would be really challenging. And to my surprise, it's always becoming better and better. So I had done 38 minutes and almost 30 seconds the last year. And there has been a proper training which has been going on. There's been a proper training, strengthening, proper nutrition, all these areas have been going good. And as part of my training, I knew I would improve on it. But there's always a question, how much further can you improve? Because I'm already at a level which is 38 minutes, some 30 odd seconds. To improve, best is I would think a minute more I can improve. So 37 minutes, 30 seconds. So you train good, and in a race, TCS 10K was even better than 37. I did sub 37, which was like, I still remember the moment when I was crossing the finish line. I just could not believe that I'm doing it sub 37.
Because general knowledge says that as you get older, you become better at longer distances. But in your case, you have been very good in 10K, equally good in the half marathon, and now you have proven that can actually extend to the full marathon as well.
For me, for sure, I love the shorter distances, like 10K and the half is what I'm really the most comfortable, because it gets over pretty fast. And I feel pretty strong about it. So TCS 10K was great, all the effort, you just need to put it for maximum of 40 minutes, maximum. That's all what you need to put in, the best of effort. So it really worked good, ran strong from the beginning till I finished it very strong. I always try my best that, the last kilometer should be the best. And even in TCS 10K, actually I had the last kilometer the fastest, in the complete thing. So it was good,
So I think while interacting with you, you've always mentioned that ADHM has a special place for you in the entire races which happen through the year. Take us through that ADHM moment, because you had a fall, you had a surgery on your hand, and then I think the ADHM was probably 3 to 4 weeks away, and then you come to ADHM and do an incredible 118, which is almost on par with some of the elites, if you go down 4-5 minutes more. So take us through that.
In fact, I was faster than the last elite. So
that's incredible.
ADHM has been my best race ever in my life. So there's no doubt on it. Couple of reasons for that. Last year I had done ADHM in 1 hour 22 minutes and 12 seconds. And I wanted to improve on it. So improvement, a very good target would be a 2 minutes improvement is a superb target. So anything 1 hour 20 minutes and some seconds is a perfect target for me. But tragedy happened on the 14th of October. I had a fall, a very bad fall from my cycle. I injured my elbow. There was a surgery which was been done, and my wrist was really almost really numb. So this part was extremely weak. Post the surgery, recovering from this, recovering from my mental stress which I had to go through, and physically also completely down. So I had almost cancelled. I mean, ADHM, I had cancelled it actually. ADHM, I cancelled my hotel reservations, my flight. It was very clear I cannot do that, so I had cancelled it. But what I noticed is, mentally I was a lot towards ADHM, so I really trained strong. So even when with my cast, I did my walks. I removed my cast in a week. I mean, doctor removed it within a week, and then I was on my sling. I was still training, and I did my intervals. So when I was doing my intervals very strong, I had confidence that I can do ADHM reasonably well. And I really wanted to know if I do ADHM good, then I know what I should target for SCMM. So on the event day, to be frank, ADHM was a lot more mental, because physically I had trained pretty well. Mentally is where I needed to be sure that I start strong and I also finish strong. Started well, very well, and at a very strong pace I started. All the kilometers for sure has to be sub 4 minutes. So I started very strong, almost I think 3 minutes 30 seconds sort of a pace I started. And then continued the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th kilometer pretty good. Better than what I had planned, or almost reaching up to that expectation of my plans. So started good. 5th kilometer till the 10th kilometer I was going really strong. 10th, 11th kilometer I started getting more and more comfortable. I was feeling myself that now, it's just that now I'm getting more comfortable.
Comfortable at a sub 4 pace.
Yeah, really comfortable at the pace which I was doing, which was sub 4, and it was almost like I've just started to run. The comfort level is like my body is well warmed up.
Sure.
And I'm now feeling oh yes, now begins the fun part. So I had almost done 10-11K, so I knew there's another 10K more, and my body is saying that you're really doing good, you're really getting along pretty good. So 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, I went even more strong. Comfort level wise, it was really good. 15th kilometer, as I was running, I saw one of my competitors ahead. I mean, till then I could not see him, so I saw one of my competitors ahead. Then, my eye was really on the competitor. Body is very comfortable. Body is comfortable. With the eye on the competitor, I'm going in a perfect form. A form where it's literally a dream. You are feeling comfortable. You are running good, and your eye on the competitor. So it took me almost around 3 kilometers. After the 18th kilometer is when I overtook one of the competitor. And then after that, I see my next competitor ahead of him. So that was also a surprise. And by around the 20th kilometer, I actually overtook him. So that has never ever happened ever in my life, because I've never even come closer to him. So this time I'm actually overtaking him. Is the best. It's a sort of a dream moment in my life. I overtook him. But then he was taking it easy, because he knew there was no competition, so he took it easy, and then he comfortably overtook me. Sure. But if you look at my stats, my 18th, 19th, my 19th, 20th, and 21st kilometer were the fastest.
So what was the pace like at that point of time?
I mean, it was almost 3:30, 3 minutes
That's
30.
To some of the intervals that we do.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. All were sub 340 pace. And to get that energy to go the fastest, it's as good as saying your body is telling you that yes, you are strong, you can do it even better. And with the eye on my competitors, there was nothing else coming on my mind. Just over there, go finish strong, and I actually did it. My plan was I should do it in 1 hour. I thought I might do it 1 hour 21 minutes. 1 hour 20 point something would be good, and anything sub 120 would be sort of unimaginable. When I saw the clock over there, I'm seeing 1 hour, 18 minutes and something. Oh my, that was absolutely
It's
stunning.
fantastic that you could push the bar from,
Absolutely, yeah.
At one point of time below a sub 130
Yeah.
and going all the way down to 122 in the last edition,
Yeah.
and then clocking 118.
Yeah.
It's an amazing journey.
Thank you.
So, does competition drive you in terms of not just a race, but also in terms of the way you train? And
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, see, competition is not. I don't look as a competition, but more as a motivation and an inspiration that you can do better.
Okay.
So it's not that you eye a competitor with a positive outlook, not with anything. So with that positive outlook, knowing that yes, you can even do better. There are people who do it better. So yes, that surely helps. And also in a race, your form of when you know that you have an eye on someone, so your mind is deviated from your looking at yourself. You're no longer thinking about yourself or your form, but there's an eye on something, and then you're gradually building it up. So that also helps.
So there's one more interesting thing which I have noticed in the last couple of years is the fact that you have clear goals in front and you don't have any fear in terms of putting those goals in front of the people. Right? I've seen it in a couple of occasions. And, even the Mumbai Marathon, it was no different because you had a stated goal of doing a sub 3 in Mumbai, in a relatively challenging conditions. So take us through the process of doing a sub 3, which was obviously a great moment for you. What went through your mind? And, I mean, were there moments of uncertainties through the race? And what was the feeling like?
So first thing, just to give you the background, full marathons has never been my game. I always loved the 10Ks and the halves. Full requires completely a different training. It expects you to have sort of a weekly mileage of around 100 kilometers consistently, at least for 2 months. If you maintain that sort of a mileage, then you are geared up for the full marathon. So I have never had that level of mileage. But my training has been good. Very satisfied with what I had achieved as part of my training. So I knew sub 3 hours is achievable as long as nothing goes wrong that day. That day or any of the previous days, as long as nothing goes wrong, you don't fall sick, you don't have stomach issues, you don't have physically, you're not having, and you reach the start line safe. So as long as all of that, then it's fine. So everything went perfect. I reached the start line. We were all in the best of moods. My confidence level was really high because I knew I am in the best of form. Really good. So again, started pretty good. My target was to achieve a sub 3 hours. I had to do it in my average pace had to be 4 minutes 15 seconds. That's supposed to be my pace. But then always there's a factor of distance. There's always a 200 to 300 meters additional distance which we need to run. So keeping that in mind, then it is 4 minutes 14 seconds pace I need to maintain. So my plan was in the initial and there's pedal road where again I maintain around 5 minutes pace. So again I need to be aware of that I will slow down over there. So keeping all these things, my average pace had to be somewhere around 4 minutes 12 seconds. I had to keep it. So my target was I should always be, my average pace at any moment of time should always be 4 minutes 12 seconds or below. So the initial 5 kilometers, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I was always in 4 minutes 11 seconds, 4 minutes 12. So I knew I have never run so fast ever.
Not even in your training.
No, none of my training runs I have ever been able. The best I could achieve that sort of a pace is only up to around 24 kilometers sort of a distance. I can achieve that pace. 22 to 24 somewhere I can best try to achieve that pace, but I have never done that pace in anything more than that. So it is I know it is something which I've never done it, and that's it happens. And for me, it's always that way. In a race, I really perform to the best. So yeah, as I'm going, I'm always keeping that positive attitude. You're really going good. Everything is going perfect. Pace is good. There's a good energy around. So yeah, maintain that pace up to 10K. There was incline just before Pedder Road. At that incline, the 9th kilometer, I slowed down a bit to 4 minutes 30 seconds, I remember. So I slowed down a bit, but again, when I looked at my average pace, I was still fine, well on target. Even at the decline, I was not going very fast. I still remember I was maintaining average pace of 4 minutes 15 seconds, even in a decline, which was still not a concern. I was still on my average. I went, Haji Ali, crossed the Worli Sea Link. Last year, it was quite challenging for the barefooters. This time, for my surprise, it was newly tarred, so it was really superb. The route was extreme barefoot friendly, so that was really good. Ran, and at the Worli Sea Link, again, it was like similar to ADH. I'm feeling stronger. After around this 17th, 18th kilometer, I'm really feeling good. So actually, I increased my pace, telling myself all positive, lots of positive, because positivity is really important at that moment. You really should be smiling. You really should be feeling that you are in the best of moments. You can never get such a good moment again. So a lot of positive energy I put myself, go through, I remember all the people, all the faces who has wished me, who has blessed me, that you would do good, you would achieve it. So I keep all of that. It's a source of energy for me. So it goes good. By the 30th, 32nd kilometer, again, when we are, Haji Ali side, when you're going back, fine. Body was, I could start feeling the body is now getting extra, a bit concerned, but I never think of my body at that moment. I never think of the challenges, like for example, my calves were getting tight. My hamstrings were, it was almost like it could, break off. Yeah, so, but I never thought of it. I never, my thing is only the good things which are happening at that moment. Yeah, so went ahead, saw a lot of people cheering, smiling, a lot of positives. So by the time we reached Pedder Road, I was well on target with the, with the pace of 4 minutes 11 to 12 seconds average pace. So I knew I am in a safe zone. I know that I'm not in the last moment worried about a couple of seconds plus and minus. So I knew I'm very safe. Pedder Road should not impact me. So crossed the Pedder Road, went good. The Marine Drive area, also lots of half marathoners, but there were some places which was available. So went through that and reached Churchgate. Wanted to push myself. I was really exhausted. I was really exhausted at that moment to attempt a very strong pace. So, but I knew well on target. Went strong. Went good. Churchgate, Fountain, VT. Super thrilled to see that I had not gone beyond the 3 hours.
So it's fabulous. Last 1 year, very interesting to understand from you what went through that 1 year, and finally culminating with that great finish in Mumbai. Thank you so much for the part 1. We will still take this conversation ahead and address a few other aspects through the part 2 of the conversation.
Absolutely.
Thank you.